Morning. Morning. Don't bother coming in unless I specifically invite you. If I don't, then don't. Or you will be banned. Is there in the information box under this on YouTube? So, Black Spider yesterday. Anyway, Jack Schmuck, Jack Smack, whatever. Big Tamale in the free race movement. And he's done another video, another so-called sermon. I just had it analysed. It was obviously fallacious, and I did cheat a little bit. I used ChatGPT. Very careful with using that. I set some parameters and then I read the response. I'm not going to call it an answer, it's just a response, and then I examine the response, and if it makes sense, there you go. You do what you want to do, I'll do it my way. I think it's quite effective. Very quick. I'm not going to print out a sermon of Jack Smacks on my printer, read it about 2 or 3, perhaps 4 times, sit there with a pencil and this, that and the other. I could do if I thought it was actually worth it, and then basically he isn't. He isn't worth it at all. I left quite a rude comment, I suppose you could call it, on Praise I Am side chat this morning for Tony Cato. Oh yeah, I got I went in opening the scroll side chat. All I did was stick a blue emoji, a blue face emoji in the side chat, and then he starts going on about Jared TK and Isaac, the not bar, and he seems to think he's got some sort of right to answers. I've got to explain myself to him. I understand that people ask questions, and that's okay. I just don't like the tone in which it was being asked. I don't like it when people stick on the voice fry doing it. And I basically told him to mind his own business. And he's... see, there was a situation, I can't even think how many months ago it was now. Must have been at least, I don't know, 4 or 5 months. Jared TK was on YouTube. Unfortunately, he's left. And he was actually doing a live stream. He was going on about Praise I Am, Tom, dude. He was saying that he's never going to go back over on Praise's channel again. I think I noticed him saying that because I was there. And then within 24 hours, he goes over to Praise I Am's channel. And that is up to him. People can change their minds. They're allowed to. They don't need permission to change their mind. In my mind, and I don't care what you think of my mind, when he went over there, he backpedaled on it. And I thought it was really weird and strange, actually, now that I think back about it a little bit, that he said, he actually falsely accused me of saying that he'd backpedaled on his faith. I'm absolutely certain I never said that, unless I misspoke without realising it. And I did make a similar comment to that to Jared. I apologise to him if he got all the wrong end of the stick, or if I did misspeak. I think I really do not believe that I misspoke. And opening the scroll, the big tamale over there playing childish, silly games that you wouldn't I wouldn't normally expect an adult to be playing those kinds of games. He is apparently a Christian. I don't know. Not my problem, it's his. And again, I don't particularly object to somebody playing those first-person shooter war games on your PS4, PS5, whatever. If it's a bit of if you're doing it every day for hours on end, you're addicted to it, then obviously it's a problem. But generally, I don't really. Anyway, it was doing some sort of warrior game. Smokey was in there, and Smokey made some comment to me. I told him to mind his own effing business. Nothing to do with him. Why this, that, and the other. I don't mind people asking clarifying questions. And opening the scroll wasn't going to get what he wanted. Now, he's going to get that clip for me. I've tagged him on this live stream. As long as I get the full clip and he gives me the time stamp. You see, one of the reasons I didn't watch that clip that Jared TK played on his channel, he put it up on his channel, was because he tried to tell me, and he did insist, in his mind anyway, that I play it on my channel. And that was not going to happen. If I decide there's a need to play some video clip on my channel, I will do so. If not, I won't. Anyway, I reminded him of it just after his stream ended. I got there just as it ended. I came back late, and the stream just ended as I got there. And it wasn't, I didn't know when his stream was going to end. So I made a comment under his video when it showed up. Don't forget that clip. Because I want to see that clip, and I'm sort of vague. From 4 or 5, it could be 6 months ago. Could be longer. But Jared had that clip. I'm sure opening the scroll would have downloaded it all, because he seemed to be a bit of a bootlicker for Jared TK. That's up to him. I'm not bothered, it doesn't affect me. And I might go and watch it, or I'm not going to play it on my channel. And then he wanted to know what my problem with Isaac is. Well, in my view, in my opinion, and he is asking a question like that, he did ask. It's none of his business. I told him that. And the other thing I was just going to say is, if he actually and he did do, if he actually needs to ask me why there's a problem with Isaac, then I would courteously suggest that there is a problem with opening the scroll. Because if you listen to Isaac and you don't notice the incoherence, the presumptuous claims he makes of himself, I almost think he's got a messiah complex. Isaac, hello. He thinks he can read the heart. And he's made another outlandish comment. I was only over there 2 or 3 minutes. I think that particular stream was finished. He started another one. he thinks he's got the discernment of God. And he's made other outlandish claims, like he thinks he should be treated like an elder. There's no way I'm going to treat a baby novice as though they're an elder. That would put silly ideas into their head. He's already got those. I'm just not going to make it worse. Yeah, he thinks Isaac has said, and he's going to state that he was tricked into it. How on earth does any Christian get tricked into stating that the New Jerusalem is Islam? That's another nutty claim he's made. Obviously, he can't back it up. Obviously, he doesn't understand Islam. And according to Isaac, I've got to treat Calvinists like brothers. No chance. Never. I've never referred to any Calvinist as a brother. Never will. While they admit to being a Calvinist, I won't do it. And he's made some other stupid comments about himself, what he thinks he is. He'll cry if you get him. He's had quite a few people sort of pushing back on him, if that's the right word, disagreeing with him. He doesn't like that. Isaac can't handle being disagreed with. I get disagreed with all the well, I was going to say all the time, regularly, and that's fine as long as you got a reason for saying so. You know, you can say something like, "Bob, I disagree with you," and they give a reason. Fine, no problem. If I ever talk to you or you comment on my channel in the side chat or the comments or something like that, and don't make you know, I'm not going to. I absolutely refuse to let people make hard work for me. I'm just going to move this picture from the screen. I'm going to put this one on there. Now, when I initially made a comment to him about, oh yeah, don't forget that clip, he responded with, and hopefully I can read it in this. Yeah, I'll just enlarge my screen inside my studio so I can definitely. Bob, you already ran from the clip months ago and blocked me right after. Well, he's not blocked. I may well have blocked him. I don't know. I didn't run from anything. I just wasn't going to do what Isaac was trying to tell me to do. I think he actually used the word insist. I insist that you play this on your live stream. And as soon as somebody says that to me, you know what's not going to happen, don't you? I'm not going to play his clip in my live stream. I might have done. I can't remember what I thought about his clip. And I thought, well, it's a trivial error if I did make an error. If I said, oh, he backpedaled on his faith, I would remember it. I'm sure I would. I've never questioned Jared TK's salvation. So opening the scroll now, he's making a big tamale out of it. He's caught hold of a virtue signal and he's latching on to it from months and months ago. It's pathetic. I told him that. Anyway, I did not run from any clip. Jared T. Oh, we're going to read it out. I've just stated this. Jared TK actually expected me to play it on my channel. Neither you nor Jared are in a position to tell me what to do. Stop majoring on minors like a baby novice and mind your own business. Also, please desist from wittering about something that I admit I may have misspoken about. I don't deny the possibility I might have done without remembering or realising it all those months ago. And I think he's just bringing it up again as some sort of virtue signal. Opening the scroll. Or reopening it or whatever. Even so, I'm certain that I did not say he'd backpedal on his faith. I don't think I've ever really doubted whether Jared TK is saved or not. So for me to say he'd backpedal on his faith would be a bit of a reach, wouldn't it? I actually said that he had backpedal on whether he was going to go to Praise I Am's channel or not. And then I said, please grow a pair and stop virtue signalling about a load of dribble. And then I put some baby images, clown shoes, milk. That's where that EL went from, that word there, dribble. And then my final comment, next to final, penultimate comment. What on earth do you think you are? You're pathetic. I actually thought he'd deleted my comment on there. And when I made it this morning, I think I was reasonable to assume that. I don't know. I don't think he's known for it. So it did actually eventually show up. So I screenshotted, and there you see it on screen. So opening the scroll. Don't talk to me like that, mister. You are a novice. You are being a baby. And you are, in my view, you are a bit pathetic. Right. I mean, what, 5 or 6 months ago, Struth, get that clip and shut up, please. I'm going to remove that from backstage. You might use it again later and reread it. Now then, am I going to share screen? I don't really want to share. Yeah, I was watching. Oh, there's Bill. He's in the side chat on Praise I Am's. Oh, good morning, beloveds. Unless you're not a free gracer, then you're a devil. Morning, beloveds. Lols, lolsian wonderments. Oh, he mentions Ben. Oh, dear. Hello, Sis Cheryl. Excellent. Oh, yes. I have fathomed that Ben is a spoiled man-child and will anywhere and with anyone who hates true Christianity. He's a fake. Get your grammar straight, Bill. Man-child, well, I mean, we could argue, couldn't we, about whether you're a man-child or not. Because as soon as you don't get what you want, they're not saved. They are not of their beloved. They are tares. Yeah. Morning, beloveds. In fact, I should emphasize, morning, beloveds. They're all obsessed with death threats. Ben wants to run us over. Oh, give over. I don't think he's ever said that, has he? Till our guts spill, and wants to stick a guitar. I mean, you keep going on and on and on and on and on and on about Smokey, news unit, Ben, and then when it suits you, me, we lose our salvation or something, don't we, Ben? You've been on Dave Cornell, which you admitted to for 12 years. Wow. I mean, And Ryan, at least, I mean, I don't particularly like Ryan. I don't hate the guy. I'm annoyed with him. 4 years, 3 or 4 years you've been on at Ryan. It might actually be longer. I don't know. I mean, you couldn't stop going on about Lionheart for 2 years. I got utterly sick to death of hearing you going on about Lionhearts, Lion farts, angel sticks, angel sticks. And you think you're an elder, don't you? Tom, Dude, and Olive also think they're elders, and yet you don't behave like it. You're just basically, and I hate to say this, you're basically a bunch of bastards. Anyway, God's in twerpity pathways. He thinks he's so holy. Nobody understands. Nobody understands poor Isaac. Poor misunderstood Isaac. He will cry and cry and cry. So look, let's listen to what this dunce says of himself. Wait, no. I'm going to put it on screen. I'm not that keen on it. There it is. I think that's it. Gourds in twerpity pathways. And how long is this bit in? I don't know. Let's listen to this. I mean, I don't want to listen to too much of this. About a minute and a half is all I can stomach, really. And it's not because I'm convicted of sin. It's because I'm nauseated by this particular individual.
You get mad when I said that I would beat the shit out of Olive. You know what's funny, Praise? You said your shoe weighs more than me.
The speaker's gone off. Oh dear.
So,
because if I've lost, I should have checked the audio earlier. If I lose the audio on this, I can always do it again. That will be fun. Jolly good. Morning, beloveds. Unless you're free. Sorry. Morning, beloveds. If you're not free, you're not saved. You're not saved. You're not free.
More than me. Well, no wonder. You just told me that you're fat. Did you realize that? No, you didn't, because you opened up your mouth because you're a fool. Realize that? No, you didn't, because you opened up your mouth because you're a get out of Olive. You know what's funny, Praise? You said your shoe weighs more than me. Well, no wonder. You just told me that you're fat. Did you realize? You said your shoe weighs more than me. Well, no wonder. You just told me that you're fat.
What did he say that? I don't get that one.
You know it hit pretty hard. You can make a joke off, say it wasn't, say all these other things, anything. You're never going to win. You know, God, and you're trying to destroy my character that God has called me to be. Who are you actually trying to destroy?
God has called you to be what you are, what you do, what and everything that you say. Yeah, hence, yeah, Messiah complex much. This guy is beyond ridiculous.
Me to be. Who are you actually trying to destroy? And that's a fool's errand right there. You're never gonna win. You know what, Praise? You're gonna be put off the internet. God, and you're trying to destroy my character that God has called me to be. To me. Oh, I know why. Because you have something to what?
I think he's getting a lot of his ideas. I think Isaac is actually getting a lot of his ideas, his thoughts, his beliefs about himself from Smokey. I mean, it's totally outlandish. I've said to Smokey, I think, I can't remember precisely what I said. I said to Smokey, Isaac's one of your pet sycophants. I even said it to Isaac. I mean, he can't communicate really. He'll just keep over talking you. And it's so obvious to me anyway. And Isaac actually thinks he's got the same mind as Dave News Unit. I mean, that's a problem anyway, isn't it? You know. And he actually also thinks that he's got the mind of Smokey Saint. Their brainwave, their, you know what I mean? And like, that is weird in itself. The only person's mind that I need more and more of is the mind of Christ. God's word, the Logos. I'm not going to get into that now. I could do. I was talking about it with Ben the other day. Yeah, this guy, he seems to be easily imprinted by somebody else with a stronger personality, like Dave, his unit, like Smokey, and one or two others, and they've lionized him into this sort of attitude or belief that he's better than others. Nobody understands him. Nobody understands Isaac. If that makes sense. If that makes sense. If that makes sense. Like, he obviously doesn't even know whether he's actually making sense to the people that hear him. And frankly, from my point of view, no, he's not. He's an absolute novice, a baby, yes, a munchkin, as Ben said. I don't want to drop Ben in because he's sort of, I wouldn't say reconciled, he's slightly more friendly to Isaac, and that's okay. That's, you know, I don't mind who Ben. It's none of my business who Ben talks to. I'm not obligated to do the same. Ben isn't in charge of me or anybody. So, you know, let's just listen to this drivel, and then I'm going to move on to something else. Jack Schmuck's fallacies. Yeah. Naughty person is Jack Smack. Very naughty.
Oh, I do hang out with her. Maybe because she's getting ready for bed.
I don't know what exactly he's answering.
Why does it matter? Please explain that to me. Oh, I know why. Because you have something to what? Oh yeah, destroy my character. And remember what I said. What character are you destroying? Mine or God's?
Oh.
If I'm rooted in the Bible and I'm rooted in the Spirit of God, and you're trying to destroy my character that God has called me to be,
all right.
Who are you actually trying to destroy?
Oh, right.
That's a fool's.
Oh, does he equate himself with God? Now, I'll just play that back a bit again, right? Just to make sure that you hear what he's saying. I don't actually want to listen to it again. I got the gist. I'm not dumb. I'm not stupid. Right, here we go. Morning, beloveds. And if you're not a regressor, you're on the do.
What character are you destroying? Mine or God's? If I'm rooted in the Bible, destroy my character that God has called me to be. Who are you actually trying to destroy? And that's a fool's errand right there.
Yeah, because Isaac, this is another thing I've noticed now that he did that silly laugh of his. He seems to think that putting LOL in the side chat is proof of what he's just said. Laughing out loud. And then he'll put them green face, smiley faces. And in his mind, he probably thinks he's nailed it. Anyway, there you go.
You're never going to win. You know what, Grace? You're going to be put off the internet.
Is it?
By the power of God. That's why you were away for 3 days straight. You know it hit pretty hard.
You
can
don't
make a
know
joke
that.
off, say it wasn't, say all these other things and anything else. Why'd you get mad when I said that I would?
You don't know that. You don't know that he's going to get kicked off the internet. I don't even know. I mean, I wouldn't even assume that God's going to kick him off. No, God allows free will. I hate that word, free will. I'm not keen on it. God will. Yeah, I should have used the word. Sorry, strike that. God allows secondary agency, secondary means. Right? So, yeah, Isaac does not know anything about Tom. I don't know everything about Tom. I don't care if he's fat or not. Couldn't care less. And Isaac doesn't know anything about Praise I Am, Tom, Dude, and Olive. I don't know that much, really. I don't actually want to know. I really don't. I'm not being nasty. I'm just saying I don't. What do I need to know for?
Beat the shit out of Olive. You know what's funny, Praise? You said your shoe weighs more than me. Well,
I'm going to play this now, and I'm not going to interrupt. I'm going to check my side chat. Oh, nobody's commented. That's fine. I prefer it that way, you know. I'll just carry on with it.
you're never gonna win. You know what, Praise? You're gonna be put off the internet. You know why? By the power of God. That's why you were away for 3 days straight. You know,
you don't know that.
You can make a joke off, say it wasn't, say all these other things and anything else. Why'd you get mad when I said that I would beat the shit out of Olive? You know what's funny? Praise? You said your shoe weighs more than me. Well, no wonder. You just told me that you're fat. Did you realize that? No, you didn't, because you opened up your mouth because you're a fool. And you know why I laugh about that? Because only a fool speaks before they understand a matter.
Yeah.
Because you opened up your mouth because you're a fool.
You don't understand the matter, and you're blabbering like a baby. Because you are a fool, Isaac, and for other reasons. I interrupted again. Oh well. Just put it back to there, and I'm going to leave it now.
Shit out of Olive. You know what's funny, Praise? You said your shoe weighs more than me. Well, no wonder. You just told me that you're fat. Did you realize that? No, you didn't, because that's why you were away for 3 days straight. You know it hit pretty hard. You can God, and you're trying to destroy my character that God has called me to be.
Oh,
who are you actually trying to destroy? And that's a fool's errand right there. You're never gonna win. You know what, Praise? You're gonna be put to destroy. And remember what I said. What character are you destroying? Mine or God's? If I'm rooted in the Bible and I'm rooted in the Spirit of God, and you're trying to destroy my character that God has called me to be, who are you actually trying to destroy? And that's a fool's errand right there. You're never gonna win. You know what, Praise? You're gonna be put off the internet. You know why? By the power of God. That's why you were away for 3 days straight. You know it hit pretty hard. You can make a joke off, say it wasn't, say all these other things and anything else. Why'd you get mad when I said that I would beat the shit out of Olive? You know what's funny, Praise? You said your shoe weighs more than me. Well, no wonder. You just told me that you're fat. Did you realize that? No, you didn't, because you opened up your mouth because you're a fool. And you know why I laugh about that? Because only a fool speaks before they understand a matter. Does that make sense?
You.
Oh, that's right. So why did you not like my skit? Because I didn't like your skit, and I told you guys to bring it down. And even if you guys bring it down, you know what I told you? To apologize to the whole world what you've been doing. Come as you are. But you don't want to come as you. Be a little child and hide it. You know what's funny? We're all children. Let me ask you something. If you don't get what you want, don't you get mad? If someone doesn't listen to you, don't you get upset about that? If someone slanders you because they're trying to destroy your character, remember when you were a child and your mom took something away from you and said you couldn't have it? You got mad, right? Amen. Thank you, Spider. The power of God.
I'll try and share this on screen. I did an analysis of Jack Smack's sermon called "Do you have to call yourself free grain to prove you're saved?" Oh, no, you don't. I mean, that's not necessary. Why can't I get a link to this? Oh, I lost it. It doesn't matter anyway. I can always do it again. Oh, let me just do that. Oh, I better have a look at that later. I messed up. Oh, I don't understand why that went. Why I lost that. Oh. Oh dear. Well, I can always do it again. I'll log into my chat GPT. I'm going to play a bit of music while I'm doing that. Doesn't take 5 minutes, which is the reason why I use it actually. I'll put this image on screen. The clown show. Jared, Isaac, opening the scroll. Oh, there we are. Right, I'm back. I'll share screen. Hopefully it works out okay without buffering. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Here we go, look. I'll just make sure it's on screen. There it is. I'm not going to read all of it. I could do, obviously, it's not difficult. I mean, it's rampant with the fallacy. It gives you line numbers. There's the text of his dribble. Ad hominem, yeah, nothing unusual there. Poisoning the well. Line 25 to 31, 79 to 83. Hasty generalization, self-explanatory, really. Straw man. Some of you don't even understand what a straw man argument is. Yeah, anyway, circular reasoning. I mean, you'll go round and round in circles with these. Equivocation on labels. I'll ask it for a chart of all the fallacies. Isaac's very bitter, I think, actually, because nobody really wants to listen to his garbage. And there's an explanation for the different fallacies, what they are. Oh, red herring, that's an unusual one that I haven't seen him use red herring argument recently. Let's just scroll. There's a link to this anyway in there. Hasty generalization, straw man, circular reasoning, argues free grace is biblical by defining it in terms of the very verse used as proof. Equivocation on labels, shift between saying the label doesn't matter and that it clarifies the gospel, creating mixed messaging. And we don't need free grace to clarify the gospel. Red herring, false dilemma. Oh yeah, flowchart. That'd be interesting how that shows up. Wonder how that'll show up. I haven't asked it for a flowchart of before, because Jack Smack has done quite a few of these so-called sermons, and all of them been absolute tosh. Oh, it's not very large image, but if you go, I'll try and zoom in on it. Oh, yeah. But anyway, if you go and click on that link to this particular chat GPT analysis, you should see that chart. It's not adding any extra information, really. Jack Smack, you're pathetic. You are the weakest link. You are intensely stupid, mainly because you think everybody else is stupid. Really, really. There we go. Go and have a look. Go and have a look. Just refresh this tab. See if that chart still shows up in there. It might not do. Possible. I don't need a formal logic analysis. I'll share this. It should be the same. I'll soon see if it is. Anyway, sorry, I'm going a bit slow here. It was only going to be a short stream anyway. I was naively expecting someone to come backstage. I've got the shortened link. I'll just see if it's the one that I've already posted in there. Tiny Earl 4JB. Oh, I'll put the full link in there. And I'll get the shortened link. Is it the same? Yes, it is. Oh, then there you go. There you go. So opening the scroll. I mean, I'm not even sure I want to find out what you think you are. Maybe you just white knighting for Jared TK. About 4 or 5 months too late. You were very close friends with him. I don't despise that. Just don't get the idea you've got some sort of authority over others, because you don't. You don't. Now then, I'm just gonna have a look. Oh, please, I am Tom, Dude, and Olive, whatever. They're correcting your friendlyhood with a load of nastiness, as usual. Play this as I have footage of Beckel hanging with pedo Matt Bell. Yeah, so what? I've got footage of that. I've got footage of you in there with Matt Bell. Bill? Wonderments. Wonderments. Oh, I'm going to say hello to Kevin just for the sake of seeing. If I'm blocked on there, probably will do. I'm going to say hello. I wonder if he'll reply. Or if he'll be able to. He might not see me comment. Oh, the stream's ended. Oh, I've been placed in timeout by the owner of this video or a moderator. 24-hour timeout, probably. Yeah, so what? How many times have I been timed out for 24 hours on there? And I think I'm going to end this stream. There wasn't anything else I wanted to do, particularly. Oh, yeah, I'll do this bit here. If you want to donate, please do so. You're not obligated. It is a bit of breathing space. Money is tight, and that's the case. That is true for everybody. Prices are going up. They keep going up every week, it seems, every 4 or 5 days. Like last week or over a week ago, milk was £1.50 for 2 litres. Now it's £1.65. Other things are going up. I just can't. You don't get much on benefits. So anybody who does donate would definitely be helping me out there. Can't see anybody bothering though. And that's fine. Of course. Just have to cut down on whatever. So I think I'll end the stream here with a bit of music and then just go. I'm going now. If you want to come in, the StreamYard link is in there. Look, I'm going to end the stream now. If you want to come in at the end of the stream, you can do, except certain people. Right? And I'm going now. If you don't want to come in, that's fine. If you do, make sure you think I'm going to actually let you in, because there is a chance that I will ban you. I banned Spider yesterday. That was a nice catch. He was stupid enough to come in uninvited. Anyway, bye. I'll put that there.